Okay, this is our live coverage of the broader market, some of those popular stocks now, GME, AMC, BlackBerry, and Nokia. Okay, right now what you're looking at is the Dow Jones. It is up 1.16%. This is this is not the futures. This is the live. And then the Nasdaq is up 1.2%. Let's see. Nasdaq, let's get that done. That'll be Compex. So it's this is the chart of the Nasdaq trading above its volume weighted average price. That's this line. That's this white line. Okay, and then the S&P 500 is also up 1.16%. So let's enter that. SPX. Yep, SPX. All of them are all up. Okay, we also have here on this platform. We have this is the futures. This is the Nasdaq futures. That's what I'm currently monitoring and trading at the moment now. So we have 2 positions there. We opened one before the crash of last Thursday or Friday, and we got some haircut from that, but we were fortunate not to have lost everything. Not a lot of money in this. So we are watching and also trading. This is a UK platform, so it's what is available is what is called spread betting and CFDs. So what I have here is a CFD positions. So two spread betting positions in the Nasdaq. Okay. So previously it was the Russell that we were watching, and we were able to eke out some gains from that. So, but let's leave it on Nasdaq and see how it goes. So let's return to this and see what we're going to begin with. So let's quickly have a look at GME and see. So so obviously GM, they're all crashing. That's the news there. It says what is it? That's on CNBC. Says here Dow jumps 250 points, rallies for a second day as the GameStop retail mania unwinds. Okay. So certain market participants, and also influencers on YouTube. I was actually watching them before I came live now, and they were saying that this might be a buying opportunity for people. So those who are heavy on GameStop are not relenting yet. So it's down almost 50%. So they see this as a buying opportunity, but you know. What is it called? There are restrictions when it concerns entering some of the stocks. So let me see if we can enter and see what we're going to be told. We don't have enough resources to enter this transaction, so but let's see what we're going to be told. What the message will be. So estimated cost of this buying 100 shares will be $11,895. So review the order. You will definitely going to get a message. This order can be placed. Okay. It doesn't have sufficient funds. Let me see if there's a okay, see there. Please note GME has a special maintenance requirement of 300%. Okay. Yeah. Cancel order. So let's see if we can try something lower than that. Let's see if we can try 10. Let's see. Definitely, we don't have enough resources for that. It's still saying has a special maintenance requirement of that 300%. Okay, let's see if you can short this position. What the message will be. Okay, 300% as well. So okay, yeah, sorry, I had to take a quick break. So okay, yeah, okay, so let's quickly move on to the next. That will be AMC. AMC is equally down, 30, nearly roughly 40% as well. So some of these folks who are keen on this battle with the hedge funds, as it were, they are seeing this as a buying opportunity. You know, in the pre-market, I think it's yes, you can see it gapped. So it was at $9 and some fraction, I believe, or something like that. And then there's a gap here. You can see this sudden drop. Yeah, so that's what's going on. So it's trading below, or rather slightly above its short-term trend lines. The faster one, that's the 10-day and the 20-day, it's trading above them, and also I believe okay, trading, sorry, it's trading in between those, sorry, and trading below the volume weighted average price. So for some market participants, yes, and some of those influencers on YouTube, this is a buying opportunity. But the problem is, would you be able to buy? Would you be able to buy some of these buzzing shares? These shares that are involved in this battle, the common guy and the hedge fund guy. Let's see what the message would be on this. Okay, same message as well. 300 maintenance requirement, 300% maintenance requirement. Okay, so there's some restrictions on them. You can't. I don't really think. I think the restrictions, the limitations are that maintenance requirement, 300%. So you need to have opt that 300% of what you want in financial value before you can enter that. So that's some limitations. So let's have another look at another one. That would be BlackBerry. It's down 10%. Currently trading at trading below all of its trend lines, all of them. So a buying opportunity. But would you buy? Would you be able to go in? Would you be able to go in? Would you be able to get into this stock? So let's have a look and see. I believe that will be the same case again. Limitation. The same thing. 300% requirement. Maintenance requirement. So it's yes, trading below all of its trend lines, including the volume average volume weighted average price. Okay, So let's have a look at Nokia. Nokia is also up down 6 point, roughly 6% or thereabout, and you can say trading below all of its trend lines as well. So this is the 1 minute chart. Okay, so the Dow and the major indexes are all up, up roughly, call it 1% or thereabout. So the Nasdaq is roughly up 1.2%, and you know. So we'll begin with ABML, American Battery Metals. It's up 5.52%. So let's see. Let's see what's going on here. So it's also trading below or its short-term trend lines, you know, and it's presenting itself for even yet more momentum, more fire, more increase, you know, more movement, you know. So this is what, if you were to get into this, if we were day trading, you know, this is what this will be a good point to just jump in, you know, given that, or rather believing that this is there isn't anything negative that's going to happen today. Okay, and also given that it was higher than you can see at some point today. You can see it was at $4.14. You know, so it's also gradually rising as well. Okay, let's have a look at this live futures of Nasdaq. Let's pull back a bit. Okay, so on this we tend to also do day trading on this, or scalping, or whatever it is called. So at this point now, it's trading below its trend lines, short-term trend lines, I believe those are, yes. So there's a temptation to close the position now and jump in again, since it's trading below those trend lines. And what it simply means is that it's slightly cheaper. So you know, buy the dip, you know. So okay, let's move on to the next one. We're gonna have a look and see if there's anybody here. Okay, yeah, we have two concurrent viewers here. You can leave us a quick note. We recognize that you're here. So okay, so American Battery Metals is up 7.12% at the moment. So let's have a look at HYSR. Okay, Sun Hydrogen is up 9.97%. It's trading above, just converge with probably its, or rather in between its fast and not so fast trend, short-term trend lines. Okay. Yeah, so it's quite volatile now. It's trending between 7 and 9% from time to time. You can see what is going on there. So it's currently 7.6% now. Earlier on it was higher than, it was 9% or thereabouts. So, but you know, from time to time it just presents buying opportunity for market participants to jump in. So even earlier on today as well, you can see it reached $2.40, 0.2401. Okay, So in the previous stock, American Battery Metals, we have to indicate we have a position in it. You can see here we have a position, it says P1. So in this as well we have a position. So it's important that we let you know, so that so it's currently 9.92%. So definitely, market participants are watching it. It dipped when it sees it. Now each time it trades below that those short-term trend lines, it just indicates that it's cheaper. That's a slight dip that you can see, but they're obviously jumping in, because it's only an input of money, buys transactions that will move the stock up. So it's right now at 9.73%. Okay, so let's have a look at the next one. That will be THCB, Toscan Holdings. Of course, Toscan has clarified its merger with Faraday Futures, I believe. Yes. Yeah, that's Faraday Futures. Yes. Yeah, is that not? Yeah. Well, okay, but it's down 8.12%. Okay, so earlier on today, was it today? No, not today. So it hasn't really traded that high today. It has always been trading low today. Okay, even though it's slightly above where it opened, you can see where it opened today. When it opened, it was at 22 dollars and some fraction. But okay, it's also trading below it now. So it's down 8.98%, 8.41% now, trading below all of its trend lines, all of them, including the 200, the long-term trend line. Yeah. So some market participants may, if the volume for this is low, they may not want to jump in, because what the argument is that they don't exactly know where it will be going. They don't like to jump in on certain stocks when the volume is low, when it's depreciating. But what is certain is that it is now cheaper. But indeed, yes, the good point there is that if it's now that it's dropping, what is the bottom? Where is the bottom? So at some point, you have to draw the line at some point and get in on it. So yeah, Toscan Holdings is losing some steam down there. Okay, let's move on to Sunworks. Okay, Sunworks is also down 0.12%. and also trading below all of its trend lines. So, and it has had a high session today. It has had it was at 17.95 at some point today. So this also might be an indication. It might indicate to certain market participants that this is a deep. This is, in today's session it was at this point, so it might be able to retrace that high. So that's an interesting thing about this, what's going on right now with Sunworks. Unlike Toscan, where it hasn't really had a reasonable high today as such, it's still trading very much in the same range. So the optimism wouldn't be that much, may not be that much there, and if you don't have the brave players there, they wouldn't do much for it. So you can see Sunworks is definitely changing. It's going green again. Okay, so let's have a look at the next one, FCEL Energy. Okay, FCEL, I believe it dropped. Yes, it did. This is where it opened today. at $22 and some fraction. So it's down 2.6%. So yes, I can remember when the stock was at $5, I believe. So and it drew a lot of sympathy from plug power. Those who couldn't afford plug power tuned to fuel cell, and I would say it hasn't really disappointed. It still has a lot to deliver. If you believe it's in the league of plug power. Plug power is by certain, according to certain market participants and analysts, they consider it's the most preeminent in the fuel cell energy space. So yes, fuel cell is down 3.25%. So if it's opening, you can see here it's at some point it was at 21.94. So yeah, they might see that as an opportunity. They might see this as yes, they might see some hope that they might retrace again, because currently now it's trading below all of its trend lines, all of them, including the volume weighted average price. And presenting a buying opportunity. Okay, let's have a look at what's going on here. Okay, so if you just joined us, thank you very much for joining us. Like, subscribe, and share. Okay, so we'll move on to the next one. That will be OZSC. We covered this earlier on today. Okay, so but this is a live coverage. It's down 2.40%. So you can see up here we have a position in OZSC Energy Solutions. OZSC pivoted from making surgical equipment, I believe, into renewable energy, and currently it's also, based on this 1 minute chart, it's trading below all of its trend lines. And yes, at some point today as well, it was at a high of 0.1799. So yeah, exactly. Okay, it's currently trading in between the short-term and the long-term trend lines. So some market participants might see that as an opportunity, and they may say, yes, at some point it was, it was at 0.799. So there's a good chance that it might retrace. So it presents a more positive picture than a negative one. It's a more positive picture than a negative one. Yeah, more but it's currently down 2.29%. So if you're with us, you can always ask, if you can always throw in a question there, throw in a stock you would like us to cover, and see what's going on with them. Okay, so let's move on to ASTI, Ascent Solar Tech. Okay, Ascent Solar Tech is up 1.49%, but that is it's from even a higher position, from a higher gain. Okay, so it's up, but it's up currently at 3.96%. So you can see the stock is a penny stock as well, $0.21. So if you can, feel free, just put $10 there, nothing more than $100 there, and see how it goes. We tend to do that as well. We did so for RESS and SVLT this morning, or rather this morning. So they're just penny stocks. put some change there and see how it goes. It's not gonna cost. If you lose it, no, it's only $10, you know. So yeah, if you want to get in on our solar tech, you know, yeah, by all means do so. And ultimately, it helps some of these small companies to raise the funds. You know, if the stock moves up, they can take that advantage and issue more shares. Indeed, ultimately, it will dilute the position of those who are already there. You know, but it goes around. You know, they'll sustain jobs, and it will come around to you as well. So you can see obviously that market participation is really important. It's not only the stuff of the hedge funds and those who who have an opinion about the market and and they're like it's a business of everybody. You know, we should all be involved in it. You know, and as much we can, and we, you know, the more we're involved, the more we learn. You know, I'm still learning since I started trading since 1999. Still learning. Don't know much, but still learning. The interest is there. Open to, you know, new knowledge concerning the markets and stuff like that. So yeah. So the next one is BSRC by solar. Yes. Okay, Solar has it's more of a sideways movement so far, and it's quite volatile as well. Down 1.82%, but at some point, yes, it had this peak of 0.1122%. Sorry, it had a peak of $0.1122, and then it's probably trying to retrace it, but it's seen some resistance at the 200 day trend line. Yeah, so it's down 5.45% as well. Obviously one of the penny stocks as well. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, VTNR. Okay, it's trading below all of its trend lines apart from the 200 day, and yeah, Vertex Energy Inc. up 1.0%, 1.07%. Okay, well, currently at up 1.07%. Okay, so let's get back to GameStop and see what's going on there. It's okay. Now down more than 50%. Yeah. So the theory is that there's limitation that market participants, especially retail market participants, have towards, or rather, restrictions these retail market participants have as it concerns GameStop and these other popular stocks, as a result of the collaboration between hedge funds and the trading platforms. So, but I would say that Charles Schwab, which is the platform we use, I don't really think they have that much of a restriction as well. But obviously, if the stocks are, if the stocks are getting very seriously bullish, they have to. It's a risk for them. They have to stomp up a lot of money. We showed you earlier on in a previous live stream what happens when when we are all on these stocks and buying them as we are. Let me show you. They have to GME. So let's see if there isn't any reports. It's okay. It says here trading resumes after brief halt as shares tumble. Okay, so yeah, I can see what it looks like. This is a daily chart, so it's not exactly almost wonderful to look. So we're going to look at the options table. So each time people buy these stocks, these platforms, Charles Schwab and Robinhood, they have to buy these options. They have to buy them to cover, to hedge, all this, and it takes a lot of money. It takes money to buy for them to do all those things. So you can imagine people buying 220 million GameStop stocks. They have to come here and buy the options as well to hedge. So let's have a look down here and see what's going on here. So these will expire in 3 days. So there isn't okay. The volumes, you can see the volumes are low absolutely. See, this is an indication that the restriction is working. You can see here. So you can see what's going on here. These are the calls, and then these are the puts. The puts are the ones that are getting a lot of value now because of the drops. You can see that's where the volumes are. And I believe when people short them, they have to buy the puts to hedge. So, but there must be some restriction now. I hope they're not permitting the hedge funds to short them. The hedge funds might have other avenues to short them, but definitely the regular market participants wouldn't have that access anymore. So I understand also that they want tighter restriction on margin requirements. Obviously, you know that what you need before now to enter a margin transaction is $2,000, and you can just, with that $2,000, once you have $2,000 in your position, you'll be able to sell short, provided you have indeed enough to back it. So, but 2,000 is the threshold. It brings you into the margin space. So let's return and see what's going on with the other ones. It's losing. It's lost 51% now so far. But I don't think some of these market participants are, well, I wouldn't say they are not worried, because it's people that are probably losing money now, I believe, So okay. So let's have a look at AMC. AMC Entertainment Holdings, Inc. AMC is down 42.86%. All of them are presenting buying opportunities, especially AMC and the other ones. They are by far cheaper, and yeah, let's have a look and see what the fundamentals are like for an AMC. So if you have any stock you want us to cover, you can let us know. You can drop the line here. Okay, so AMC has a market cap of $4.5 billion, 339.073 million shares. And I believe it took advantage of some of these rallies. I don't know if it's before, just right before it started, before it peaked or not. It took advantage of this to raise funds, and it's not all that bad as such, So, and it's still indicating that the shares outstanding is 13.17%. I don't know if that is that accurate. Okay, let's use a short squeeze and find out what's short interest is. AMC. As a matter of fact, it has increased 15% increase. That is serious. So they are still in the fight. Trading volume is 581.04%. Let's see if we can validate that. Okay, GameStop slides silver spree stalls as retail traders run out of road. Okay, there's no volume figures here for, not yet, for AMC. So let's so if you just joined us, subscribe, like, and share. Okay, so let's review again BlackBerry. Okay, but it's down 17.63%. If only these restrictions will be removed, the stocks will just skyrocket, because they're all it's the deep it's there waiting for them. They have all declined, all trading below their trend lines. They are getting cheaper and cheaper, by the time, by the minute, So the commentators and market participants are calling these restrictions, are saying they are really very un-American. It's a market manipulation according to them, because you're preventing people from getting involved. This is a buying opportunity. Looking at people right here now, BlackBerry, and they're like. Okay, so let's look at Nokia. Nokia is down 9.99%. Okay, so let's return again to ABML, American Battery Metals. It's up 6.8, 7.39. Okay, it's going up again. Traded sideways for some time now. Traded sideways for the best part of nearly, that will be, almost more than 30 minutes. You can see what happened here. Almost sideways movement between $4.10 and $4.10 and $4 for the last 30 minutes. So it's been trading sideways. So this is for this sort of time frame, it is a consolidation, and may be setting up for some more movement. So let's have a look at hydrogen sun hydrogen. Okay, sun hydrogen, okay, also trying to consolidate. This is a bit quiet there as well, 6.93%. Trading in between the short-term trend lines. Okay, so let's have a look at Toscan holdings. So Toscan is it's involved with Microvast. Yes, Toscan is involved with Microvast, not Faraday Future. So it's down 8.98%. Today's so far has been a down day for Toscan. It's also presenting a buying opportunity, trading cheaper than all of its trend lines suggest. So next one is Sunworks. Okay, we'll have a look at Plot Power and the other ones. Plot Power, Gevo, goev, htoo. Which one will be the next one? Yeah, as we go along, we'll try and remember them. So also Sunworks, I believe, is also setting up for traded sideways, I think, for some time as well. It's also presenting a buying opportunity as well, down 1.12%. Yeah, at some point today it was at a high of 17.95. Yeah, so let's move on to FCEL energy. Okay, that's the case with FCEL as well. It's down 5.62%, presenting a buying opportunity. But like we said, indicated earlier on, not everybody jumps in to buy the dip because they don't know where the bottom is yet. Yeah, but you have to take a plunge at some point. Okay, before we move on, let's have a look at okay. So let's move on to OZSC, OZOP Energy. Okay, OZOP is trying to retrace. It's currently above all of its trend lines, including the average volume weighted average price, and it's down 0.94% and 1.2% now. Let's move on to ASTI, Ascent Solar Tech. Ascent Solar Tech is also below all of its trend lines, apart from the long-term trend line, the 200-day trend line. Also presenting a buying opportunity for those who can get involved. It's trading at 2 cents. Let's see if it's something we can buy. We have some change left here. Let's see, 10 pieces, 10 units. Okay, yes, we can. I think we can place it. Let's see. If we can modify it. If we can buy more, 15. Okay. Let's let's make it 12. Yeah, no, let's give that 10. sorry, let's make it a market order. Yeah, okay, we got in, and I believe, yes, it went in. We have a position on it. We have a position on Ascent Solar Tech. So obviously that was not going to affect the market that much. We didn't. It's a very small amount of money, and but we just took advantage of it being trading below all of its trend lines, apart from the long-term one. Okay, so the next one is BSRC. We had to do that because it's just a penny stock, 2 cents. It's not not going to cost anything. If you lose it, lose it. But the good thing is that they all shares they don't expire as against some of these instruments like the spread bettings and the CFDs that's popular in Europe and the UK. Those it's trading leverage, so it's a very risky one, and to concern and gonna occupy you more than buying the absolute or the underlying equity itself. You just buy it and leave it there. If it doesn't appreciate, you can forget about it tomorrow. It could be worth a fortune. So Biosolar is down 2.73% right now, and also slightly presenting a buying opportunity as well. It's roughly 10 cents as well. Okay, so let's see VTNR before we go on and see plot power and the rest. Okay, VTNR is up to 4.25%. Okay, so let's have a look at plot power. Plot power is down 3.22%. Currently trading at $61 and some fraction. It opened lower and continued to decline, but it's fighting back, but seeing resistance at probably the 20-day trend line, I believe that is. Okay, let's have a look and see what's going on with plot power. Yeah, it's only 7.2 million shares are traded, below average. $31.8 billion market cap. Shares outstanding, percentage of shares outstanding to be sold short is 13.42%. It says here it appears to be correcting within a longer term bullish trend, although its MACD is presently above the signal line. Shares remain 239.3% above an upward sloping 200-day moving average. Okay, so it's correcting. Is it really correcting? So we have that 72.87 high. So a correction will be like 65 and some fraction. So it's definitely trading below 65. So it's in the correction in relative terms. It is in the correction sphere. Okay, let's have a look and see what's going on here. Okay, so this is the Nasdaq futures trading on the European platform. So what this is these positions we have here, they are all spread betting positions. They are leveraged positions. So you deposit money and you are allowed to go on and trade, and your losses will be against your deposit. Your gains will be added to your deposit. So that's how it works. Okay, so let's have a look at gevo. Gevo is up 0.53%. And it has been it's been trying to recover from this low of the session of $10.94. It's trying to retrace the high it had at $11.88. Okay, so the next one will be goev. Canoe is up 2%. Yeah, at some point it was at a high of 216 and 2 cents. Okay, so the next one will be goev. Goev is up 2 point, is it? Is that, yeah, okay, goev, yes, it's up 2.0%, 2.06%. So okay, we're still where we were before. htoo is the next. Fusion Fuel Green PLC is down 4.45%. It had a high of 2.48%. So, but it's not trading like a stock that may find any momentum in a very short space of time. But at the same time, for some market participants, it is a clear buying opportunity. For some others, it hasn't really done much today. It's traded sideways and declining. So, yeah, it's a bit sloppy today. Okay, so next one will be cciv. That will be Lucent. Lucent is up 11.65%. Churchill Capital. That's the SPAC company associated with Lucent Motors. So it's slightly trading below all of its trend lines, apart from the 200-day trend line. So yeah, it's gradually climbed, and even at that, it's still very much sideways. Yet we can actually see that it's up 10.23%. So yes, this is much of it. This is much of or rather, because it opened, this is where it closed. So this is where it opened. Okay, so that represents 10%. All right, yeah. So it opened at $25. Okay, so this is where it opened from, $25 and some fraction. Yeah. So yes, that obviously present, but of late, it's not. The chart is not looking that. It's very much that of a consolidation. Okay, so can we remember? Can we remember any other ticker? QS, QuantumScape. Okay, QuantumScape is down 0.73%. Okay, let's have a look and see who's here. Okay, so okay, let's have a look at the ones we have already we've not covered. That will be RESS, SVLT, Romeo Power, yeah, and NGA. Let's have a look at them and see. RESS. Okay, so RESS, we have, you can see we have a position in it. Says over here. So it's up 34.8%. All right. Okay. It's not that active. Okay. Yeah, very because of let's see, because of let's see if we can find out if this sort of chart is as a result of a relatively low float. Below average 21,700. Okay, well, 170.2 million, that's not so low. Okay, so it's okay. If it's not, if it's behaving that way, maybe a lot of the stocks are not available for trade, you know. Because I mean, you can see these are just there are a lot of sharp gaps, you know, and regular patterns on the chart. Okay, so let's move on to SVLT. We have a position in this as well. Okay, so it's down 12.38%. at 7 cents. Not that fascinating. Okay, so we'll move on to Romeo Power, RMO. Romeo Power is down 1.67%, trading below all of its trend lines. Yeah, maybe presenting a buying opportunity as well. Okay, so next one is Northern Genesis Lion Electric. It's yeah, traded very much sideways since the best part of maybe 20 minutes now. Getting a bit quiet, getting consolidated, up 1.73%. So currently look at the broader market. The Dow Jones is up 1.66%. The Nasdaq is up 1.07%. The S&P is up 1.38%. Okay, so the next one is OPT, Ocean Power. Ocean Power Tex is up 2%. Trading in between the short-term and the long-term trend lines, and yeah, it's all getting quiet everywhere now, slightly. And the next one is American Lithium. American Lithium Corp. Is up 7.19%. Also trading in between its short-term and the long-term trend lines, but above its long-term trend line, up 6.89%. Okay, so let's have a look at ABML and see if it's also trading sideways. Okay, it is. It's a bit quiet everywhere now, but It's up 7.12% regardless. That's hydrogen, sun hydrogen. Yeah, also sideways as well, but still up 9.45%. Okay, let's see if we can refresh and see what's going on here on CNBC.